come to look for a king. Anybody could be that guy. Night is young and the music's high. With a bit of rock music, everything's fine. You're in the mood for a dance. And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen. Young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. See that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen. You're a teasy, you turn him on, leave him burning and then you're gone. Looking out for another, anyone will do. You're in the mood for a dance. And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen. Young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. See that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen. Digging the dancing
Why is quitting vaping so hard? Because nicotine products are designed to pull you back in. It changes the pathways in your brain, so you keep hitting that vape again and again. But there are free services designed to help you stop vaping, like My Life, My Quit. Joining
hands are tied. You don't keep saying our hands are tied. You don't keep saying our hands are tied. You hands are tied. You 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 don't keep saying our hands are tied. 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 You
know that he trusts you, and I know that he loves you, but somehow you convince me again. My foundation rumbles and all my morals crumble. My father's warnings run through my head. 1, 2, 3. You're hard to find that I've bled trying to climb. Yeah, your foundation rumbles and all my You know that he trusts you, and I know that he loves you, but somehow you convince me again. My foundation rumbles and all my morals crumble. My father's warnings run through my head. 1, 2, 3. You're hard to find that I've bled trying to climb. Yeah, you're making a ruin of me. Try to survive, keep my spirit alive, but like a knife in the woods, yeah, you hunt down the good in me. Like a knife in the woods, yeah, you hunt down the good in me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like a knife in the woods, yeah, you hunt down the good in me.
All of your good is mine. All of your good is mine. All of your good is mine. All of your good is mine.
Like a knife in the woods, yeah, you hunt down the good in me.
You're ready for a comeback. It's not just a job, it's transferable college credit.
Hey, Kevin. Good luck.
And nothing can stop you, not even this tiny break room. Start your comeback at Purdue's online university for working adults. Apply now at purdueglobal.edu.
Mom, I did it. It was so cool. I love you. I love you and my family. I'm so happy with the family.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep, that's me. Fresh out of wisdom tooth surgery, gauze in my mouth, and absolutely no recollection of this happening. I bet you're wondering how I got here. Well, let's rewind a bit. Like most people, I grew up very afraid of going to the dentist. I brushed just fine and I flossed. Sometimes. But still, when we rolled up to that brown brick building off the highway, I'd be sweaty hands, knees weak, arms spaghetti, and no amount of Dancing Queen could calm my nerves. My parents knew this about me though, so here's what they did to help. Hey, good morning. I'm awake. Oh no, you can sleep in. I can? Why? We're taking you to the dentist. See, because this way, I'd only be scared for the 45-minute car ride there. I remember one time in particular, I needed a lot of work done. For some reason, my baby teeth canines weren't falling out and the adult canines were coming in hot. And they started poking through my gums, so I had to get some teeth pulled. Now, personally, I thought I'd look pretty good with double canines. They gave me gender euphoria I couldn't quite articulate at the time, but for the sake of my health, my parents and my dentist advised against me keeping them. So of course, one fateful morning, I woke up thinking I've got a normal day of middle school ahead of me, but alas, it was tooth time. Double tooth time. No, but I like my shark teeth! The weird thing though was, when it was time to get these teeth pulled, okay, it might have been because of the stress, but I swear, this dentist looked just like Zac Efron. So, what teeth? Wildcats? So he numbs my gums, he takes my teeth, and he hands me a goodie bag. But then the orthodontist discovered a lot of my teeth were coming in squirrely. Like I said, I thought it'd be pretty cool to have 2 rows of teeth. But alas, my parents and my dentist did not agree. So I needed to get braces. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, cause I can't. You're not allowed to have Laffy Taffy. Braces are tough. Yes, I am very grateful we had the means to fix my shark teeth, and yes, I would have lied to my younger self too and sent her to the dentist with an Abba CD and a prayer. However, anyone who's had braces as a kid knows it is rough out there. After getting my braces on, my dentist gave me a big list of foods I wasn't allowed to eat until I got them off. Caramel, banned. Gum, banned. Fun, banned. And that's just the icing on the cake that I also probably wasn't allowed to eat. Anything, and I mean anything, that could potentially damage or get stuck in my braces was a no-go. So there I was, at the prime of my childhood, saying, "Sorry guys, my dentist said I can't have that." Like a nerd! What? Call him like I see him. Thankfully though, by my junior year of high school, I got that metal contraption out of my mouth just in time for prom. And my teeth looked real good. So yeah, maybe it was worth it. Ow! Ow! Right after the braces came off, I started noticing some problems with my jaw. Sometimes I'd wake up with pain on one side, sometimes my jaw wasn't aligned correctly with the rest of my head, and sometimes when I'd open my mouth to eat something, my jaw would pop open and get stuck like that. Oh man, not again. I asked my dentist about it and he told me, "Oh, that's because you had braces while you were still growing. That extra weight on your teeth might have made your jaw grow abnormally, that's all." He told me I could get a mouth guard for bedtime or do little mouth exercises to stop the clicking, but that was up to me. And because I was a teenager and an idiot, I said, "You're crazy, Wildcat. I'm done with teeth time. I'm not putting anything else in this mouth except Laffy Taffy. Good day, sir." "We still need to fill that cavity." "I said good day." Ow. But as the years went on, my jaw popping turned into jaw pain. The corner of my mandible in particular ached, sometimes for days at a time. The pain would get so bad it would radiate up and down my neck and sometimes give me a migraine. And one of my toxic traits is whenever I'm in pain, be it mental or physical, I just assume it's my fault. And because it's my fault, I shouldn't ask for help. I should just shut up and fix it myself, you know? I'm working on it, okay? So I thought, maybe my head hurts because I have horrible posture. But yoga didn't seem to help. So then I was like, maybe my teeth hurt because I grind them at night. So I finally got that mouth guard. But that didn't fix it either. At one point I was just like, well, maybe my face just hurts because I talk too much. But I know I have chronic never shut the f up disorder, and for that, sadly, there is no cure. 1 like equals 1 prayer. But then, one fateful October, I went to the dentist for a checkup. They took some x-rays of my face bones and said, "Did you know one of your wisdom teeth is impacted?" "Is what?" "It's coming in sideways and pushing up against all your other teeth. Is that causing you any pain?" "Nope, not that I'm aware of." "Oh, okay, well, let us know if it bothers you and we can take it out." "Okay." And then I went home and experienced this mysterious pain for another 6 months, went back to the dentist, and they asked me again, "Hey, that looks painful. Are you in pain?" And I said no, like an idiot. I thought I was simply doing my time for my TMJ teeth crime, until finally I realized, wait a second, maybe it is my wisdom teeth. But that meant I would have to have surgery. And as a proud member of the Never Broken a Bone Club, I have never in my life had surgery, let alone anesthesia. And the thought of it terrified me. Someone has to go in with you, drive your loopy, bleeding face home, take care of you, and oftentimes you are so zonked out of your gourd, you don't remember anything. And I have trust issues. Also, I'm a redhead, and apparently we need more anesthesia for some unknown reason. So what if I wake up in the middle? Someone has to go in with you, drive your loopy, bleeding face home, take care of you, and oftentimes you are so zonked out of your gourd, you don't remember anything. And I have trust issues. Also, I'm a redhead, and apparently we need more anesthesia.
Ignite your possibilities with Blue Federal Credit Union's new Nova Perks checking program, which
What if I wake up in the middle of it? But also, what if I don't get this surgery? The pain will only get worse and ruin my teeth. So I knew what I had to do. I swallowed my pride with a banana Laffy Taffy, the best candy despite what Good Mythical Morning would have you believe. And finally, I went in for a consultation. So what do you do? Like, are you in school or? Oh, I do animation. Oh, that's cool. Where do you work? Technically I'm a freelancer. I get to pick the work I want to do. Wow, so you're like your own boss. Is there anywhere I can look up your work? Yeah. I have a YouTube channel. No kidding. What's your channel name? Illymation? Illymation. Yo! The staff was super stoked to find out I was a YouTuber, which was a pleasant surprise. And I remember the surgeon asking me, so, do you think you're gonna make a video about your wisdom teeth? Are you gonna animate me? And I said something like, maybe, if something crazy happens. The dentists were incredibly nice, and they assured me this would be easy. They hooked me up to a bunch of machines to monitor my heart rate and my breathing. They gave me this little nose thingy for oxygen, and soon enough, the surgeon came in, ready to steal my teeth. He sat down, hooked up the anesthetic to my IV, I took a couple deep breaths, and the last thing I remember him saying before I blacked out was this. Alyssa, wisdom teeth extraction. Patient has anxiety, depression, PTSD, and asthma. And before I could say, what does that have to do with anything? I was out. Next thing I know, I'm sitting in a chair, medicated to my IV. I took a medically high as a kite, telling my family,
Mom, I did it.
and my jaw never hurt ever again. The end. So with that, thank you for watching my videos. Keep in mind, your gums are only bleeding because, you didn't floss. And shout out to Dr. C and his wonderful team. And, as always, stay safe. After years of not having braces, my teeth have begun to shift a little bit, so I started looking into aligners to wear at night, which is why I'm happy to say this video is sponsored by Byte. Byte offers doctor-directed and FDA-cleared retainers to help align your teeth. The first step is getting your impression kit in the mail and sending it to Byte to be analyzed.
Art class. We should have timer for 3.5 minutes. Like a beauty YouTuber.
After that, you'll receive your specialized tooth-by-tooth specific aligners in the mail, and all there's left to do is pop them in. Byte also offers a protection plan to help maintain your smile for 5 years that covers lost or stolen retainers. Illymation viewers can use the code SHARKTEETH to get their impression kit for only $15, which is a big deal because just the impressions normally cost $95. Also, you may be able to get reimbursed by your insurance for your aligners purchased through Byte, because like I said, doctor-directed treatment, you're just doing it from home. But if you're not sure, don't worry, Byte will help you figure it all out on their website. So yeah, if you're like me and your teeth have shifted over the years, you don't like going to the dentist, but you're interested in something that could help straighten your smile, check out Byte and use my code SHARKTEETH.
I got my teeth out. Oh, look, that's a lot of size. That's a long one. Feels good. I look good.
Ooh, can you do mine? Sure.
What? Paint your nails? No, that's for girls.
What? Honey, it's just paint.
No way. What are the teachers gonna think? And the other kids at daycare?
What? But that's so fair. Alyssa gets her nails painted. I want my nails painted too. Too bad, so sad. Cry about it. Ugh, is that fair? See, now look what you did.
I didn't do anything. I'm just saying that.
I want my nails painted now! Good morning, Graham. Oh, are your nails painted? Yes. Aw, well, I think they look very nice. Thanks. I know. When my brother and I were kids, we would go to this after-school program / summer day camp thing for a couple hours every day until our parents picked us up. But when I aged out and went on to middle school, the after-school program supervisor, who I'll just call Miss Sheriff, told me to come back when I'm older to work there. So I did. In my senior year of high school back in 2015, I earned community service hours by handing out snacks and helping kids with homework, and in the summer of 2016, I worked as a bona fide teacher to save up money for my first cat, Luigi. I made a video a couple years ago talking about my experiences working there, and you guys really liked it, so I wanted to share a couple more memories from back then. Like I said in my past video, all the names and character designs will not represent the actual kids or adults I worked with, and I'm doing this to protect their privacy. So, the first story I'd like to tell you is about a kid I'll call Stitch, because he did a really good impression of that blue alien character. Stitch was super sweet, he loved arts and crafts and movies and pretty much anything that allowed him to be creative. He was also autistic, which sadly made him kind of an outcast. Now, it's not that the kids were outright mean to him because he was autistic, they could just sense something was different about him and the way he liked to play. Hey Stitch, can I use this block? No, I'm not done with it yet. But you're just lining them up. Yeah, I'm playing with them. That's not playing. Give that back. Or else. Whoa there, Buster. What is going on over here? I wasn't done playing, and Devin, he wasn't even playing. He took my block, so I told him to give it back. Or else. Devin, dude, if he's not done with that block, you have to wait your turn. Ugh, okay. Yes. And Stitch? No throw.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a liftoff.
Threatening people. It's not nice. We good here, boys?
Yes, Miss Alyssa.
Good. Miss Alyssa? Yes, Mr. Stitch? You're my favorite teacher. Aw, thank you. Why am I your favorite? 'Cause you don't yell at us. Oh. Yeah, I don't like when people yell at me either. I won't lie, I wasn't sure I was cut out for this job when I first started, because I was basically micro-parenting at the age of 19. But hearing feedback like that made me more confident in being the adult these kids needed me to be for approximately 6 hours every day. Which brings me to my next story. This one's about a girl— Hi, my name is Delaney, my favorite color is yellow because it's bright and happy and wonderful like the sun— who I talked about in the last video. She was a perfect ball of happiness and sunshine. She was super smart and very curious about the world. Sometimes adult these kids to a fault. So one day, while we were on a field trip to the local bowling alley, her curious eyes landed on my phone's lock screen. Ooh, is that your boyfriend? Yes, that is my boyfriend. But more importantly, I'm using the web browser Opera, who is the sponsor of today's video. Opera has just released the latest version of their desktop browser, Opera One, and it's a game changer. It comes with a free VPN, an ad blocker, a built-in music player, messaging apps, and so much more that you can customize to your heart's content. And it's completely free. The feature I really like is called Tab Islands. I'm one of those people who will have like 80 tabs open and I'll be too afraid to close them because they're important. I need them. I just don't know which is which. That's where Tab Islands come in handy. As you browse, Opera will automatically color code your related searches into little islands, which you can condense and expand for easy access and organization. So when it's time to go back to a previous point in your silly search session,
you can easily locate each topic, condense them, and continue digging deeper into your internet rabbit hole. I'm visiting a friend in Tokyo this December, and Opera automatically organized my searches for hotels, flights, and what to wear to stay warm, leaving me with plenty of room to open my desired amount of 80 tabs. Another important feature is the integrated AI, Aria. I'm a fan of ChatGPT for helping me come up with fantasy names for a graphic novel I'm writing, but when it comes to real-life events, ChatGPT can only provide limited knowledge past 2021, and it's currently 2023. And Aria is different. It's able to scour the internet to give you much more accurate answers to present-day questions. So if you'd like to try a completely free, customizable, beautiful browser with up-to-date information and user-friendly tools to help make your time on the internet as painless as possible, use my link below to download Opera for free today. Now, back to my story. Like I said before, I had volunteered at this same daycare a year prior, back when I was earning volunteer hours as a requirement to graduate high school, as well as dating someone who was a very, very unsafe person. Thankfully, a lot has changed since then, including the person I was dating, which Delaney took notice of.
Wait, that's not your boyfriend?
Yeah, he is.
Well, I liked your old one better.
Well, I didn't.
Really? Why not?
Well, he wasn't nice to me.
Really? What did he do?
Of all the people I've talked to about my ex over the years, whether that be friends, therapists, police, even the internet, who I didn't realize would listen so intently, talking to a kid about it was and will always be the most difficult time I can recall. I wanted to explain the dangers out there because she'd soon be the same age I was when it all started, but I wasn't her parent. Who was I to have this kind of conversation with her? So the best way I could explain it was like this. Well, he was really controlling and mean to me.
Like what? What did he do?
Well, remember how my hair was really long back then? He made me cut it. And I didn't want to cut it. But when I said no, he was more mean to me. He was mean to me when I said no about a lot of things.
What did you do?
I cut it.
And then?
And then he was still mean to me. Obviously, this was only the tip of the iceberg of horrible things he made me do, but that was all Delaney needed to know.
Well, I will never date a boy who makes me cut my hair.
Good. You shouldn't.
Yeah, and I like your new boyfriend better.
Good. I do too. It was difficult, but that conversation made me realize you can and should talk about serious things with kids. They need to know these things. You just have to do it in an age-appropriate way. I feel like a lot of adults don't realize how insightful kids are and how big of an impact we as their role models make. I think a lot of adults just see kids as clay that they can mold a person out of, but kids are more like sponges. Sure, they can squish themselves into whatever shape you want them to be, but at the end of the day, they're gonna snap back into the person they are and have always been, but not without soaking up what you taught them and taking those memories with them wherever they go. Here's what I mean by that. There was a girl at our daycare who I'll call Hope. Miss Sheriff briefed me on Hope when I first started working there because, well, she came from a rough background, to say the least. And coming to daycare was a much-needed break from her home life. The thing is, though, when you're like 7, your nervous system is all out of whack 90% of the time because you don't feel safe, it can make life much harder for you than others. So she was a kid who had difficulty paying attention, she argued a lot with other kids or even adults, and subsequently, she ended up getting in trouble a lot more often than other kids. And I'm briefing you on this because one day at the snack table, I heard her say this. You know what my mom told me?
What?
That gay people are gonna burn in hell. Now, I don't know about you, trouble.
When you order pickup or delivery, it's easier to get ready for the holidays, so you can spend less time shopping and more time celebrating. Shop online today. King Soopers, fresh for everyone.
I don't know about you, but the last time I heard a kid say things like that was when they were bullying me or other kids like me. I grew up in a place where it was very unsafe to be anything but straight and cis, and It floored me to hear this continuing on with the next generation of kids. Even more so because one kid at the snack table, who I'll just call Phil, had 2 moms. And this was something all of the kids knew. And believe you me, I wanted to speak up. But I also knew bringing what some parents would consider radical ideology into their daycare with their kids would end in me getting yelled at by their parents. But at the same time, I could see the trauma baking into this poor kid, and if someone didn't say something soon, it would be cemented there for a very long time. So I took a deep breath, and
No. We do not talk like that here. Well, my mom said, I don't care what your mama said. That is not true, and it's very mean. You can talk like that all you want at home, but as long as you are here, you will not be disrespecting anyone. Do you understand? Yes, ma'am. Good. Can you believe some people still think like that? And teach their kids that?
No, I can't. I could not believe my born and raised Southern Belle coworker did that, but I'm so glad she did. I know from experience that it means a lot when an adult stands up for a kid, because it makes it clear to the kid picking on them that this mean behavior won't be tolerated. And to the kid getting picked on, they'll know there are safe people they can trust out there who will rally behind them. And I'm sure there already have been and will continue to be plenty of times like this for Phil to face as he grows older, but I'm happy to know that at least one time wasn't so bad. So with that, thank you for watching my videos. Remember the golden rule, treat others the way you want to be treated. And as always, stay safe.
Miss Teacher.
Oh yes, Miss Office Assistant?
Yeah, do you have Elsie in your class?
Yes?
Could you send her up to the office, please? We have something, special here for her.
Are you Elsie?
I think so. Am I in trouble?
Here.
Why?
Yeah, your picture from art class won 3rd place. Growing up, I was known as the art kid. I was always drawing in class. I was the ideal partner for poster board projects. No, I will not draw you. And of course, art class was hands down my favorite class. But one fateful day in 3rd grade, I became known as the art kid who won $10 and a 3rd place ribbon at the North Carolina State Fair. And let me tell you, $10 as a 3rd grader is like $1 billion in today's money. I could buy a house today with that kind of cash. But the best part, I didn't even know I was competing. My dinky little art piece that won was from a very basic assignment. You take a bowl, and you take a sponge, and you dip the sponge in a bowl of white paint, and you dab 3 big dots in a line on a sheet of black construction paper to make a snowman. And by you, I of course mean the art teacher, because you can't trust little kids to not eat the paint. Right, guys? Anyway, after making the snowman, you hand those little rascals a bunch of colorful construction paper and safety scissors to carefully snip out little shapes to decorate their little snowman with. And because I have a special interest in cats, I made mine look like a little cat. Snowcat. Nice.
Wait, art can make money? How?
To give you some context, every year in elementary school, our art teacher would pick a couple students' artworks from each grade level to enter into the state fair, without telling any of us. And when you're a kid growing up in bumfuck nowhere, seeing your art displayed like that was like earning a spot on the biggest fridge for the whole world to see. So once I got a taste of success, I was hooked. From then on out, I was determined to get my art into the state fair every year. Oh yeah, that blue ribbon was mine. So 4th grade rolls around, and our art teacher assigns us this wiggly abstract drawing assignment that you outline in Sharpie, so you can freely color without losing your lines. And of course, by you, I mean the teacher, because you cannot trust 4th graders to not sniff Sharpies. Right, guys? Anyway, the most important part about this project was my art teacher told us she'd be selecting a student work from this assignment to submit to the state fair. Yeah, shit just got real. So I started thinking, what am I gonna draw? What would win? Well,
What worked last time? Ah, yes, my hyperfixations. But I've already drawn a cat. I can't do that again. I have to show my growth as an artist, prove my versatility, experiment with new motifs. And that's when it hit me. Spyro, the dragon. From the Game Boy game I played, but couldn't get past the first level because I was 9. And an idiot. I draw my squiggles, sketch my dragon, and the teacher sharpies the squiggles around my beloved creature. I grab a black, washable, non-toxic marker and carefully outline my muse. Then I grab a purple marker, a yellow, an orange, now red, pink, purple, no, violet. 45 historic minutes pass, and it's done. Oh yeah, that's art.
I'm done, Miss Teacher. I'm done, Miss Teacher, I'm done.
Now, quick reminder, I grew up in a small town, the kind where not many people leave. So I saw these art shows as my opportunity to get my stuff seen for a chance at making art my career one day. Unfortunately though, my Spyro fan art did not make the cut. But that was okay. I was still so proud of my hard work. So I took it home, walked up to my dad and said,
"Look what I did in art class."
And I'll never forget what he said to me. "Is that Barney?"
What?
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant...
It's Spyro!
Oh, honey, no,
What did you do?
I was crushed. Was that why I didn't get in? Was my Spyro that off-model? Did the judges really think I, a distinguished and cultured 4th grader, drew an ugly portrait of freaking Barney, the purple dinosaur? From our imagination? It just didn't make any sense. And it broke me. So, after that, I swore I'd never enter any art competition ever again. I was gonna do art for me and no one else. Well, until middle school rolled around. When I was in middle school, I was selected to be in my school's junior Beta Club. Beta Club is a student organization that, quote, promotes the ideals of academic achievement, character, leadership, and service among elementary and secondary school students. So basically a club for teachers' pets, like me, and it was awesome. I finally made friends with a bunch of other kids who got bullied. We got to run the canned food drive. I drew the poster. We gave tours to 5th graders. I drew a map for them. And we got to leave class early for weekly Beta Club meetings, which was just an excuse to sit together in a classroom and do nothing for the last 30 minutes of school. Yeah. I drew Lion King fan art. But in 7th grade, we got to go to the National Beta Club Convention, which not only had its very own art competition, but also for weekly a t-shirt competition. Yeah, got real again. Whew. All right. That Spyro fan art knocked me down, but I have to get back up again. I have to try. Now, I had just gotten my first drawing tablet, which is like a slightly bigger trackpad, but with a pen. I know iPads and touchscreen stuff is very common these days, but back in 2009, this was cutting-edge technology. I bought that tablet with 80 of my own birthday and Christmas dollars, and now came the payoff. I humbly approached my computer, I said a prayer on the Windows XP hilltop, and that's when I noticed. Today's video is sponsored by Opera. Opera has a beautiful browser called Opera Desktop that includes a free VPN for safe and secure browsing, a built-in ad blocker to fight off those pesky pop-ups, a special player feature to access all your favorite music and podcasts, a messaging tool conveniently tucked into your sidebar, as well as an integrated AI tool named Aria. And Aria is special because it works with the internet to find information that other AI bots can't find. One thing in particular I really like about Aria is the highlight tooltip. If you highlight a paragraph, Aria can scan it and explain it briefly back to you. Or if you want to explore that topic more in depth, Aria can suggest links and search keywords to send you on your merry way. It's the perfect tool for anyone's hyper-focused midnight internet rabbit hole session, not just mine. So if you'd like to make your time on the internet safer, funkier, and more connected than ever, use my link below to download Opera for free today. Now back to the video. I opened Photoshop Element 7 and I got to work. In the middle of the shirt, I sketched out our school's mascot, a jaguar, confidently marching forward. He was the perfect subject. No longer would my special interest in cats and the Lion King bring comments of, "Can't you draw anything else?" No, I cannot. I was born for this. I cleaned up the sketch, inked the outlines, color matched our official school colors onto the cat, carefully speckled his spots into perfect position, and chose the ideal font to border the illustration. Middle School Beta Club. Oh yeah, that's art. I emailed it to our teacher, printed out a copy to present at the next meeting, and my club loved it. We got them printed onto t-shirts, we got them delivered in 7 to 10 business days, and all 30-something of us little betas wore the colors of our class proudly into that convention center. And
Don't keep saying our hands are tied. You don't keep
And that's when I realized there was a prompt for the t-shirt design. The design was supposed to represent all students from all beta clubs across the nation. And I didn't know that because I didn't read the prompt. I don't know, I don't like reading, it's just not my thing. God, the anxiety melted into me. Because this art didn't just have my name on it, it had my school's name on it. It had Chipotle burrito stains on it by lunchtime, because again, my whole freaking class was wearing this shirt. God, what a fool I was. I didn't even bother waiting to read the results, or even look up what the prompt even was. Hate reading anyway. Because at the end of the day, none of that mattered. I let my club down. I let my school down. I was a failure. But to my surprise, my club didn't think so. They loved the shirt. They didn't care if it won or followed the prompt. Heck, half of them probably didn't even know there was a t-shirt competition. They were just psyched to get a free t-shirt. And that's when I realized it didn't matter whether or not some stranger liked my art. As long as I liked my art, and my friends did too, I felt successful, even though I definitely came in last place. Which leads me to high school. Now, if you really enjoyed art like I did, you went beyond the graduation requirements and took Art 3, Art 4, even Art AP, where you would do much bigger, focused, and complex assignments. And where you got to choose your own artwork to submit to a county-wide school art showcase. I was back in business, baby! But what would I submit? Well, one day, my amazing art teacher, Mr. Hudson, walked in with a big, heavy bag. Is the vending machine broken again?
Come get a rock. This is a soapstone. It's a rock, but it's on the softer side, making it perfect for sculpture.
Sculpture?
Sculpture?
This?
Your assignment is to carve your rock into an art piece using these tools.
You heard it here, folks. For this assignment, you grab a rock, you grab a mallet, a chisel, a pick, a scrapey thing, this sharp doohickey on a stick, and you get rockin'. And by you, I of course mean me. I was old enough to drive, so I was old enough to be trusted with potentially dangerous objects with adult supervision. And it was awesome. For a week straight, I'd go into class, pop in my earbuds, and chisel away at my little soapstone bunny. The bunny, ooh, I make the bunny. I was down a week, but I wasn't gonna let it deter me. Carefully this time, I tapped away at the corners, picked along the little grooves, and made sure to use the filing tool as I roughed out the details. I was laser focused on this thing, occasionally working all the way up to the bell and showing up late to my next class. And although I did get an extension to account for the first rock falling apart, I still had to keep up with the rest of the class, who were about to begin Mr. Hudson's favorite assignment, the infamous pun project. Using whatever materials we wanted, we had to make a sculpture that represented a pun. For example, a friend of mine sculpted a moose and made it look like it was melting. Then she painted it with glossy brown paint, and bam, chocolate mousse. Cool, right? Wrong. I thought this project was dumb. I hated puns. Puns are the ultimate dad joke, and school was the only respite from my father's terror. And I told Mr. Hudson that. I told him it was a waste of my time. I'd rather be adding some finishing touches to my rock bunny.
Well, that's too bad. I guess you'll get a 0.
I don't care.
A 0 on a project will deeply impact your overall grade for this class.
Still don't care.
How about this? If you don't do this pun project, I'll take points off your bunny's grade.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, I would dare. One might even say, I would dare.
Hey, don't you pun at me.
Don't take my puns for granite.
Fine. Make it the frickin' get out.
Okay.
Ow.
Well, I'll be in the other room. Let me know if you need any.
Done. Bell pepper.
Not bad. Needs a stem, though.
Ugh. To be fair, my teacher just wanted me to get a good grade in his class. He knew how much I loved this bunny sculpture, and he made sure I could finish it to perfection. He even whipped out a drill to carve the negative space between its ears and its back. So finally, after 3 weeks of hard work, I knew what I'd be submitting into the showcase.
So, what else are you submitting?
What do you mean, what else? This is the best thing I've ever made. No, don't even think about. Guess which one got a blue ribbon?
Now this next one. This is bell pepper made from found objects. Created by Elise, I think? Wait for it. Get it? Bell pepper? This thing is awesome.
This shit is ridiculous. Don't get me wrong. I was stoked to win my first and only blue ribbon. But for this? Come on. It was made of blood, literal garbage, and spite.
Look at that, you can see the wire in it. I don't give a shit that it jingles. Hot glue.
And you not only let it sit next to the majesty of my soapstone bunny, but you awarded this blasphemous affront to nature a first place ribbon? The only thing that could have pissed me off more is if I was one of the sorry who came in second and third behind this piece of
Well, I think you did a great job.
Ugh.
What?
It didn't make any sense. I didn't care about that thing. I didn't put any passion into it. Why did Bell Pepper win, but my soapstone bunny didn't? I carved this thing from a rock like a caveman, and none of that mattered. I could put all my time and effort and passion into something, but I couldn't control how people were going to perceive my art, let alone predict its success. There's just no winning with art. And that was a weird conclusion to come to. Art is something that intrinsically motivates us to make it, and in turn, satisfies us. So, if we're I could put all my time and effort and passion and
Miss Teacher.
Oh yes, Miss Office Assistant?
Yeah, do you have...
Ready? Grab your guitar, get musician, and let's play.
Do you, Alyssa Illymation, take Biscuit to be your digitally wedded husband?
I do.
And Biscuit, do you take Alyssa Illymation to be your digitally wedded wife? I'll take that as a yes. All right, go on, you crazy kids. Kiss already.
Liz, dinner's ready. I've always thought of Animal Crossing as just some dumb sandbox game. Just do stuff, make things, have fun in the sandbox, kiddos. But I failed to realize it's considered a simulation game too for a reason. Because there's nothing more realistic than the human clumsiness associated with picking up a pear, dropping it, picking it back up again, dropping it again, picking it up again, dropping it again, and then you pick it up, you drop it, and then finally you eat it while feeling kind of angry. This game is so relaxing. It's my favorite. I love it. I've been an Animal Crossing fan ever since I was a kid, so I've kept up with the games even as an adult. I even got myself a couple trading card packs of all the villagers and NPCs, and I saved all of them, even the ones I thought were ugly. Bam, character development. So you know that when Animal Crossing New Horizons dropped in March 2020, right at the beginning of lockdown, I locked down all right. I would wake up whenever, I would eat whatever, and I would play Animal Crossing wherever I wanted. That was inside my house and close to a power outlet. Because I am an adult and I can do whatever I want. Is that the sun? Oh, it's the sponsor of today's video, Honkai Impact. From the same studio that brought you Genshin Impact, Honkai Impact 3rd is a next-gen 3D cross-platform anime action game that can be played on iOS, Android, PC, Steam, and Epic Games. And as of today, May 18th, version 6.6 will be released, where an old friend Hare is finally joining the fray, and she's got some tricks up her sleeve with her battlesuit Dreamweaver. She casts Seeds of Defense in her stoic physical body form, but when she casts her ultimate, Mistin pulls enemies into a dreamscape, allowing for close combat and a chance to recharge SP, which deals some serious physical damage when unleashed. And when her ultimate ends and she awakens, she deals that same shattering damage again. It's a super neat and elegant combat style that complements Honkai's new combat system, where you can unlock inscribed whispers with 4 new attributes: light, ice, thunder, and dark. And of course, new amazing rewards are available too, but only for a limited time. If you follow Magical Girl Tellilise, I'm sorry, I took French in high school. If you follow her miraculous journey in the new event, you can exchange the shop tokens for Hersher of Thunder's new outfit, Nocturne Ablaze, crystals, Terminal Aid's 17 fragments, Honkai shards, and more. Or if you participate in the Merry Market event, you can earn Dreamy Pulse headphones, which can be exchanged for new outfits like Leisurely Melody for Eye. Illumation fans who download Honkai Impact 3rd and use the gift code here on screen will receive 30 crystals, 2,888 asterite, and 1 Hersher trial card for free. Now, back to my Animal Crossing burnout.
It didn't start as a problem. I don't have a problem. I learned my lesson before. Do not try to build Rome in a day, because you'll just end up getting bored and wanting to blow it all up and start it all over again. And you'll think it'll be just as fun, but you're wrong. Because you don't know what you got till it's doggone gone. I'm so sorry, Biscuit. So to keep myself from diving so deep that I drown, I went in with a simple open-ended checklist. Number 1, pick the perfect name. Number 2, pick the perfect villagers. And number 3, pick the perfect town aesthetic. That's what I consider open-ended, and yes, I am a September Virgo. Now, this might disappoint some of you, but my earnest obsession with Cats the Musical influenced me greatly. So, I had to name my town Skimble after the great Shanks himself, with a town tune to boot. Hit it, Isabel! Number 1, perfect name. Check. Next step, perfect villagers. In case you are unaware, here is my tier list of Animal Crossing villagers based on the ones I've had in my past towns. As you can see, Biscuit is the best boy in the entire world, and usually Biscuit is on every island when I start, but this time, he wasn't. I guess his flight got delayed? Maybe? At least other animals showed up. Oh. Hi. Nothing. These villagers were cool, I guess. Cherry was a strawberry goth queen with an asymmetrical mouth placement, and Teddy... he was a literal teddy bear, so not bad. I'll take it.
What's all this?
The money for my down payment on a house here?
Oh, you're denser than my Aunt Judy's fruitcake. This is the Deserted Island Getaway Package, where all your dreams come true. You just gotta do it yourself.
What? Do it myself?
Yeah. Go get some sticks, go get some rocks, and bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself an axe. Knock yourself out. Well, don't knock yourself out literally. I mean, craft them, make something great, do whatever you want to do.
Wait, every game before this, you've made me work for you or pay you a ton of money just to exist here. So what's the sitch? Where's your store?
Oh, the store. That reminds me. My boys. Well, they're orphans, but I see them as family. A DIY family.
Oh, okay. I started gathering materials to build houses and bridges and stuff. I was smacking rocks, I was chopping down trees, disturbing the natural wildlife. Really took me back to my roots, Thankfully, after pillaging the land of all its resources, I was prompted to use a Nook Miles plane ticket to fly to other deserted islands and pillage those lands of all of their resources. And that's when I met... Bo, which was so cool. I've had him before in a past town, plus he's lazy, he's orange, and he's cute. Granted, he's no Biscuit, but he'll do for the time being. Bo, you're coming with me. Speaking of my favorite villager, Biscuit, I went on a couple more Nook Miles ticket adventures in hopes I'd find him like the damsel in distress in need of my rescuing. But alas, I did not. Just found a bunch of ugly villagers I didn't care about. Anything? Then perish. And thus, like anyone who cares too much about this video game, I bought Biscuit's amiibo trading card online so I could transfer him into my town. It was crazy. He was only like $6 on eBay. But to me, he's priceless. But it wasn't that easy. Oh, I'm sure whoever it is can't be too bad. Oh my god. The first villager to randomly show up in my town was Hopper. And look, I'm sorry if this red-eyed, angry little man is somehow your favorite, but he's not mine, okay? He's really scary. I just want my Biscuit back. So while I waited for Hopper to vacate, I focused my efforts on my town's aesthetic. One of the coolest features that makes New Horizons different than past Animal Crossing games is it lets you not only place items outside your house, like lampposts, tables, chairs, but it also lets you terraform the land. So I decided I wanted my town's look to be inspired by Lungern, Switzerland. A cute little mountainy lakeside town I found photography of while scrolling Pinterest. And even though I knew exactly how I wanted to change my map to look like a widow paw print, or a foot, some of my friends said it looked like a human foot, it would be a while till I could terraform to my heart's content. Turns out terraforming was something you had to unlock, after unlocking 1,000,001 other things. Like, it was way down the line. So, I skipped the line. Look, when it comes to Animal Crossing, I gotta speedrun it. That's how I like to play. I like to go fast. Ka-chow! Ah, scary penguin. Furthermore, as I was time traveling, I thought my little penguin problem would be solved. I thought he'd get bored and move out, but he didn't. He would not leave the campsite. And eventually, I found out you have to invite the first camper to live on your island, even if they're ugly. Ugh. Thankfully, by then, I unlocked terraforming, so I did what any reasonable player would do. I shoved him into the corner, on a cliff, by himself, alone. Oh, just ignore him. He'll leave eventually, I hear you say. Uh-huh. But I did. And he didn't. I followed every trick in the WikiHow books to get this off-putting.
Don't keep saying I have. Don't keep saying our hands are tied. You
How can we rewrite the stars? Say that the world can be ours tonight.
Don't keep saying our hands are tied. You don't keep saying our hands are tied. You
How can we rewrite the stars? Say that the world can be ours tonight. All
Ornithological nightmare off my island.
can we rewrite
Off my island. I hit him with nets to reduce our friendship score. I avoided him even when he was gonna give me free stuff. I love free stuff. And heck, I ignored him when another villager invited him over to their house. I literally walked in and said,
don't keep saying our hands are tied. You keep saying our hands are tied. You don't 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 keep saying our hands are tied. You
How can we rewrite the stars? Say that the world can be ours tonight. All
don't keep saying our hands are tied. You don't keep saying our hands are tied. You don't keep saying our hands are tied. You
How can we rewrite the stars? Say that the world can be ours tonight. All How can we rewrite the stars? Say that the world
loud in real life. Ew, what's Hopper doing here? And he still didn't catch the hint. I said, ew.
Don't keep saying our hands.
I'm in love with someone who's in love with someone, and that someone will never be me.
Don't keep saying our hands are tied. You don't keep saying our hands are tied. You don't keep saying our hands are tied. You
How can we rewrite the stars? Say that the world can be ours tonight. How can we rewrite the stars? Say that the world can be ours tonight.
You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide. I know you want me, so don't keep saying our hands.
Flying. It's the best way to get around town, and also the most expensive. But since I moved from
Back for the chaos!
I'm back for the chaos!
I said, who's back for the chaos?
I'm back for the chaos!
In case you missed the first part of this 3-part video series about my abusive ex-boyfriend, here's what you need to know. When I was 13, I was coerced into an abusive relationship by a grown man who threatened to harm himself or me if I didn't send him at least 30 snapshots of my underage body every day, no matter what. Whew. That was a mouthful. Anyway, I left off in the last video explaining that this was only the beginning, because Harris pressured, manipulated, and threatened me into leaving all of my family in North Carolina and going to a college that he chose for me 30 minutes from his house in California. Hashtag relationship goals, am I right? Nope. Nope, I'm not. Now, before we get into the thick of it, I really want to stress this. Don't blame my parents for what happened to me. Stranger danger? Got it. No squares? Don't touch them. They taught me to stand up to people like Harris. They even tried breaking us up at
What does that wispy little brat have that, you don't have double.
She can't hold a candle to the beauty of your smile.
How about a pulse?
Overrated by a mile.
Overvalued.
Overblown.
If he only knew the you that we know. And that silly little creature isn't wearing his